Dear students, now we will learn calculations of air required for combustion by solved examples. We have already learned that combustion air requirement can be calculated for solid and liquid fuels by weight and for gaseous fuels by volume. First of all, we will do one example by weight. The question states they calculate the weight of air required for the combustion of 1 kg coal by if 60% excess air is there, and also calculate the amount of dry products. We can take this question as master problem also, which includes every parameter in this numerical. Carbon 80%, hydrogen 4%, oxygen 4%, sulfur 1%, nitrogen 2%, and rest is ash. First column we can write down the percentage values. The second column will state if this is 80% for 1 kg, 80%, then per kg its value will be 0.80 divided by that means divided by 100. So in the second column we write down for every constituent. Now the third step is writing the combustion reaction for elements. The first element is carbon, means C plus O2 giving CO2, hydrogen plus half oxygen giving H2O, oxygen, since we have already learned that it does not combust itself but it helps in combustion, so there is no combustion reaction for oxygen. Sulfur, it results in H plus O2 giving SO2. Nitrogen, similar to oxygen, it does not have any combustion reaction. Whatever amount of nitrogen is present in fuel, it completely eliminates as waste gas. Now, when we want to calculate weight of oxygen, then we will use the terms 12 gram carbon combined with 32 grams of oxygen give 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Then if 12 gram of carbon requires 32 gram of oxygen, then 1 will require 32 by 12 and 0.80 will require 0.80 into 32 by 12. This is an unitary method. By solving this value, we get 2.13. Similarly, we can write down for moisture also, that means H2O. Then it comes out to be 0.04 into 16 by 2, 0.32. In same case, 0.01, 32 by 32, 0.01. Now, look at these three values. We have added all three, and this is entirely a theoretical value, that means theoretical oxygen total amount is 2.46 kgs. Now, for the time being, you leave this column. Weight of net oxygen required will be 2.46 minus 0.04. Why we have done 0.04 minus? Because the oxygen present in fuel is 0.04 per kg. So, we have deducted the available oxygen with us from the total oxygen required. So, the oxygen comes out to be 2.42. Since we are supplying oxygen in form of air, so the weight of air required will be 2.42 into 100 upon 23. Remember, it is 100 upon 23. Why is it so? Because it is again a unitary method. 23% is by weight. So if 23% oxygen is there, then we have to supply 100 air. If 1% is there, 100 upon 23. And if 2.42 is required, then 100 upon 23 into 2.42. So in that case, we get 10.52 kg of air requirement for particular combustion process. Now, the question says that if 60% air is excess supplied, then calculate the amount of dry products. this excess air is supplied, that means what is the total amount of actual air supplied? We can calculate by two ways. Either we can multiply it by 160 upon 100, then it comes 16.83 directly, or we can calculate by taking out the 60% of this value and then again adding it to this same value. In two steps we will get the value 16.83 kgs. Now actual air supplied is this and actual air required was this. Now we want to calculate the weight of dry products released as exhaust. Now we will look to the right hand side of the arrow because we are talking about products. So carbon plus oxygen is giving carbon dioxide. Now 12 gram of carbon is releasing 44 grams of oxygen. So 0.80 will release 0.80 into 44 by 12, that means 2.93 kgs. Similarly, for sulfur, we can calculate as 0.02. We are not using moisture because it is dry product and moisture is not included in it. Now, the total value of dry products will be all four gases. As we have learned in rules, CO2 2.93 kg, SO2 0.02 kg, oxygen. How oxygen will be calculated? Actual air supplied, that means 16.83 kg minus 10.52, whatever the amount of oxygen is needed, multiplied by 23 upon 100. This comes out to be excess air. We only require oxygen in minimum or the required quantity, rest whatever amount is left is eliminated as exhaust. So this dry product will have oxygen as waste, that is 1.45 kg. Nitrogen, whatever amount is present in fuel, that is also eliminated as waste, plus 16.83 means actual air supplied, whatever amount is higher in these two values, multiplied by 77 by 100, since 77 is percentage of nitrogen in fuel, 77 by 100, this comes out to be 12.96 kg. Now we have added both these amounts, 12.98. Now to calculate the total dry products, all four values are added. This comes out to be 17.38 kg. The percentage of CO2 is calculated by the amount of CO2 divided by total amount into 100. In a similar way, the percentage of all four products can be calculated. Now, if we talk about by volume, and the gaseous fuel contains CH4 40%, carbon monoxide 10, oxygen 2, sulfur 1 and nitrogen. The constituents may vary in any different problems. It may be different value. Accordingly, you can convert these values into volume in 1 meter gas. That means we are dividing it by 100. Combustion reaction can be written for each and every constituent similarly as we have written in weight. Now this step changes here because we are talking about volume, so we won't take the amount of weight. Now when we talk about volume, then if 1 mole of CH4 requires 2 mole of oxygen, then 0.40 will require 0.40 into 2. Similarly for carbon monoxide, it can be written as 1 requires half, then 0.10 will require 0.10 into half, 0.01 into 1. So we get a total amount of oxygen 0.86. Now oxygen is in fuel is 0.02 meter cube. So we have net amount of oxygen as 0.84 meter cube. Volume of air required is net oxygen into 100 upon 21, that is 4 meter cube, and actual air supplied, if 20% excess air is used, as the question says, then it is 4 into 120 upon 100, 4.8 meter cube. Now the next step, we have to calculate the percentage of dry products. So then how we calculate the percentage? Look, in first step, it is methane, CH4 plus 2O2 giving CO2 plus H2O. That means 1 mole of methane is producing 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So 0.4 will produce 0.4 into 1, so 0.4. Similarly, here 0.10 is producing 0.1 into 1. So these two values are for carbon dioxide. Now how oxygen can be calculated? In similar way. We have to calculate excess air. So excess air is 4.8 minus 4, that is 0.84. Actually I have written here 4.84, it is 4.84 into minus 4. So 0.84 into 21 by 100, it is 21 by 100. It is 21 by 100, 0.168. Now sulfur dioxide 0.01 into 1, so it will be 0.01. Nitrogen will be 0.47. This comes from here, nitrogen present in fuel, plus 4.8 into 79 by 100. That means this value multiplied by 79 by 100. When why we have taken 79? Because this is percentage of nitrogen present in air by volume. Now we can calculate the total amount of products. CO2 is 0.4 plus 0.1. Why it is so? Because 0.4 upon 0.4 and 0.1 from this step. So total amount of carbon dioxide produced in all cases can be added on. Now oxygen is 0.168, sulfur dioxide, and 4.262 is nitrogen. Total amount is 4.94 meter cube. Now if you have to calculate percentage of carbon dioxide, 0.5 upon 4.94 into 100 is equal to 10.12. In a similar way, we can calculate for each carbon dioxide, oxygen, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen. This is all about calculation by volume. If the constituents changes here, then you can write down the combustion reactions for any component, as we have discussed in slides above, that the combustion reaction can be written for any set of constituents, any set of combinations. If you have these values in a limited amount, for example, you have CH4, CO and O2 only, then you don't have to calculate for this. Whatever constituent is present in that particular amount of fuel, then you have to calculate taking the data present in the first column. Thank you, students.